Well, Congresswoman Sydney Kamlager-Dove, she wanted to highlight the extent of these issues by asking her Capitol Hill colleagues if they know just how serious the situation is. Here's a social media video she put together.
Hey, I'm Congresswoman Sydney Kamlager-Dove on the House Judiciary Committee. We are at our first markup, and I'm asking my colleagues if this is legal. I am here with a colleague and homie, Becca Ballant, Congresswoman for the great state of Vermont. Are you a lawyer?
I am not, but I'm married to a lawyer, so I'm lawyer adjacent.
I too am married to a lawyer, so I get where you're coming from. So, Voldemort Vought is trying to dismantle the CFPB. Is this legal?
This is not legal. Definitely not legal. The CFPB, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, was set up by Congress, and only Congress can dismantle it.
She said it right here first. Thank you. I am with Congressman Hank Johnson. Are you a lawyer?
I am.
So you know if legal, right?
I do.
All right, I have a question for you. The Trump administration is not complying with court orders to release foreign aid funding. Is this legal?
That ain't legal.
And that's all he got to say. I am here with my good friend Deborah Ross. Are you a lawyer?
Oh, yes.
So then you will be able to tell us if this is legal, correct?
Correct.
All right, here's the question, Attorney Ross. Elon Musk has been awarded almost $200 billion in federal contracts, and now he's exercising unchecked authority over federal agencies and employees. Is this legal?
Well, in fact, I led a letter from the Judiciary Committee asking our new Attorney General to enforce the ethics laws and the conflict of interest laws. And so we need to get to the bottom of it, but I don't think this is legal.
Girlfriend said it's a no. Okay, I am here with Congresswoman Scanlon, also on House Judiciary Committee. She's big time. Are you a lawyer?
I am a lawyer.
So then you know if it's legal, right?
Absolutely.
So my question for you is, Trump tried to end birthright citizenship with an executive order. Is this legal?
Hell no.
There you had it, short and sweet.
Well, Congresswoman Kamlager-Dove joins us right now. My panel got a kick out of that. I see Michael, Matt, and Derek, they enjoyed that video there. It's the White House 2 blocks from here. It's occupied by a bunch of crooks.
Absolutely. It's like Ricky Bobby from Talladega Nights up in the White House selling everything and doing everything that's unconstitutional, unethical, and illegal. I put this series together, and I do one every week because there is so much coming out of the White House that I'm sure folks think, well, since it's the president, he can do it, right? And we're telling folks, no, most of this, if not all of this stuff, is illegal, unethical, and unconstitutional. And we should not be complying passively with what is coming out from the White House. We should be fighting, and we should be educating people about what is not legal.
And look, we had reports that even last time he was there that he was essentially selling pardons. And this man is pimping the White House. It's a total grift. He's pushing his coin. It's people who buy it, they're getting screwed. He's selling perfume. He's selling guitars. He's jacked up prices at Mar-a-Lago. He's going home playing golf every weekend. Look, he's turned the White House lawn into an auto mall for Elon Musk and Tesla. And guess what? Republicans and the voters like, we all good. Keep selling. I remember when Republicans acted a fool when Bill Clinton had donors sleeping in the Lincoln bedroom. This is taking grifting to a whole new level.
Well, I love the fact that I want to say he set the bar super low, Donald Trump, but there's actually no bar anymore. Just what happened with Signalgate with Pete Hegseth and all of these fire, fist pump emojis. Remember when Obama did the fist pump and you thought that was an international incident? No, this Donald Trump, after his first term when he was flushing secrets down the toilet and like you said, getting money from people who wanted to visit him at Mar-a-Lago and the Waldorf Astoria, this go round, he's actually selling access to the Easter egg roll, up to $700,000 if you want to sponsor a space at the Easter egg roll. Hawking Tesla's on the lawn. He's selling miracles for $1,000. There's all kind of madness that's going on. And similar to the CFPB and trying to shut that down, which is illegal, he's trying to do the same thing with the Department of Education. He's trying to do the same thing with the Postal Service. Those things are enshrined in the Constitution. The only entity that can start or stop the Department of Education or the Postal Service is Congress. And now here you have, temper tariff Trump, not only cratering our economy with these crazy tariffs, but also doing all the stuff that is illegal and forcing us to take him to court. And you know this, Roland, now that the courts have been ruling in our favor more times than not, now he's trying to impeach judges and dismantle these lower courts. So we need the Supreme Court to clap back on this buck up coming from Donald Trump and remind everybody that the Constitution is not for sale.
Well, because now they're mad. Now, they love when the judges ruled against Biden. Now they literally want to defund the courts because they dare to uphold the Constitution when this thug in chief is in the Oval Office.
I am in Cannon. I have a member of Congress, my neighbor, right down the hall from me, and he has a sign that has pictures of these judges. And he says they're activist judges, go after them. So they are literally not only trying to impeach judges, but they're actually trying to invite folks to enact terror against these folks. And Speaker Johnson has threatened to try to get rid of one of the lower district courts, maybe the Ninth Circuit, because they tend to be the most liberal, because he's upset that these judges are ruling against Donald Trump and not allowing him to break the law. That is why Is This Ish Legal is so important for us to share with the American people so they can see, just like you said, this man is a thug. He is up to no good in the neighborhood. He's trying to get rid of Social Security and Medicaid and Medicare while stuffing the pockets of his cronies who actually paid for him to become president. It is obscene. And if anyone else was doing this, there would be protests in the streets. Why these Republicans have become complicit and silent, I don't know. Because last I checked, and you notice, Roland, the stuff that this man is doing is impacting not just Democrats, but Republicans too.
Yep, they don't care. Questions from each panelist. Matt, you're first.
Yeah, Congresswoman, first, this was hilarious. So thank you for doing this. And I think it's important to give it to the American people in a way that's most easily digestible. But here's the question I have for you. What are you hearing behind closed doors from your Republican colleagues about why none of them are standing in the way of any of this craziness that we see at all? I suspect a lot of it is them trying to save their own skins. But since you're there on the ground, what are you hearing from your colleagues about why they will not stand up for right?
Well, a lot of them are scared, and a lot of their family members are scared. They don't want to be primaried. They don't want to be threatened by X. And they're trying to figure out nice ways. But you cannot communicate with a bully, but they're trying to find nice ways to communicate with the administration, to have them see, where some of this stuff is going sideways. I mean, look what happened to JD Vance on the Signal chat. He actually had the nerve to say that he questioned some of the policies coming from Donald Trump, but he was going to let him go with them because he was the president, even though he had some questions. And what happened to J.D. Vance? They banished himself to Greenland. So now he's knocking on people's doors trying to sit on their couches in Greenland looking for some stuff to do because he had to go back to Donald Trump. Donald Trump wasn't worried about the leak. Donald Trump was worried about J.D. Vance not even showing fealty to him in a Signal chat. So all these Republicans are running scared, but we only need 3 of them to find some courage to rent some balls and stand up to Donald Trump. The other thing is this, look at what happened with Elise Stefanik. She was on her way with her glam squad to go to the UN. And then they said, oh, no, because they're scared about what's happening in Florida. They're scared about just what happened in Pennsylvania. So they are running scared because they know these policies are not good for the American people.
Michael.
Representative Kamlager-Dove, this is Michael Imhotep. So this is my 3rd time watching this video today. I cracked up each time. I wanted to know what has been the response from people who saw this latest video? What has been their response? And then also, what has been the response from maybe your constituents or people you've talked to who did not vote in the 2024 election, and they're looking at all this chaos taking place?
So everyone loves the videos. I did not know that they would go viral and people would respond to them as positively as they have. And they've said, thank you. Thank you for speaking the truth, telling us what's up. Keep doing this. We need to know because we're fighting in the courts, we're fighting in Congress, and now we have to fight with the community and bring everyone together and realize and help people see that this is not D versus R so much as it is the country versus Donald Trump. There are a lot of folks who are saying they either have buyer's remorse because they voted for Trump, or they're really upset because they didn't think he would go this far this fast. And I'm like, boo, we told you, 2025. So, I'm not wiping away your tears, but you better get up in this foxhole with us because we got a lot of work to do.
Derek?
Right. All right.
Yes. I appreciate the video as well. And I especially enjoyed the fact that you're highlighting these illegal and unconstitutional activities because we all know they used to say that they were the party of law and order. My question is around, are you planning to also highlight some of the things that they're legally doing, such as when they removed the former President Biden's cap on $5 on the overture fees? Are you highlighting that? Because I anticipate now that the Senate has removed that $5 cap, people are going to feel that pain when banks start charging them $10, $15, $25 overture. Do you plan on highlighting these policies that they're doing legally?
Well, we're definitely going to talk about all of the things that he is doing that are not legal. And the sad part is there are so many things to talk about because this man is moving as quickly as fire in terms of enacting a lot of these things that are illegal. And yes, we are going to be talking about the things that he's doing things that are legal, but that are unwholesome, unethical, that are compromising to our safety. I have been talking a lot about the economy and what he is doing to crater the economy by trying to privatize all of these agencies. You got this man called Big Balls squatting in our government agency offices, trying to rewrite codes and prevent us from accessing our own money. You are going to allow banks to run roughshod and just let predatory lending go back up. You're also sort of, firing workers. Millions of workers are now going to be without collective bargaining rights or other kinds of protections. And they want to make all of these buildings vacant so that Elon and Donald and all of his cronies can buy them up. So it's a wholesale selling of our American economy and our government. So yes, we are working to kind of share all of these things because we want to reveal the madness and the grifting that is taking place.
All right, Congresswoman, glad to have you on the show. Look forward to having you back. Feel free, let us know when you want to come and chop it up.
Would love it. And from my alpha husband, I'm just sending continued greetings.
Hello, I'm Isaac Hayes III, founder and CEO of Fanbase. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. The window to invest in Fanbase is closing. We've raised over $10.6 million of our $17 million goal. That means there's room for less than 6,370 people to invest in Fanbase for the average amount. The minimum to invest in Fanbase right now is $399. That makes you an owner in Fanbase today. Go to startengine.com/fanbase to invest. Why? Because current social apps have taken advantage of users for far too long, with content suppression, shadow banning, harmful racist content, and no real tools for monetization and equity. Fanbase has over 1.4 million users and counting, allowing anyone to reach all their following and monetize their content from day one. Social media is the new TV, and whoever owns the apps that distribute that content have the opportunity to own potential billion-dollar companies. While big platforms with uncertain futures are failing to serve their users, Fanbase is stepping up to fill the gap. Don't wait until it's too late. Invest now, invest for yourself and your future. Go to startengine.com/fanbase and own the next generation of social media.